Beauty and pain. It hurts. The inexplicable pain. It evades from the upper left corner of my brain down to take refuge in the pit of my stomach. As an army conquers land, pain calls on its soldiers to take control of my hands, while its colonies of fire ants march on to bite and sting. A shapeshifter, an identity taker, pain devils within. Whether to invoke my weakness and physicality or my lack of emotional resolve, I just can't deny that it hurts. Even with trying to get drunk on song, I shut my eyes. Swaying to the beat of the pounding drum, the throbbing stops my escapism, shoving me into reality. Then, stillness. The music's changed. Pain eases its grip on me. It shows me mercy. It allows me to let light in. My vision clearing, it's refocusing. Adjusting my posture, I look out the window beside and find specks of yellow, green. In the million times I've ridden this bus, I've only focused on each pound of pain that surges like a tidal wave. I've only let it drown me in its sound. Taking back what's mine, I choose to shift my eyes, and only then the pounds tone down, and only then I see the plants illuminate, like stars in a star-ridden sky. And when I alight, the pain slowly subsides. The music gently hums, and the evening sun greets me on my right.
Bubbles. The power to scatter sunlight is not lost on you. With arrow-like precision, you pierce my heart into a smile, as a small child waves goodbye in the distance. Transporting myself back to a time of music and dancing, of sweet jelly in sweeter syrup, and you, holding the rainbow, hanging mid-air, just out of reach. Everyone's watching you. The young, the old, the blind sense you and follow the path, tranced by your journey. A perfect sphere, too precious for my clumsy hands. While roaring jets try, they could never flit through the air like you do. How disappointing. Sometimes blessed with a glance at a friend's child's party as I walk past a kindergarten, but never long enough to still my heart like you once did. All of a sudden, you vanish, with an exit far too humble for such a majestic creature.
Beauty and poverty, never odd or even. It's never odd or even how a smile creases her skin, while rays of light accentuate skin folds. Dewdrops lace her downturned eyes as she fills the air with her relieving sigh. What a quiet spectator she is, whilst her friends throw hands. She collects the money she had won before dealing a new set of playing cards for her Xth match. Sitting on stools that barely stand, one sips on a liquor from a plastic cup, while another dusts off cigarette ash. Unfinished concrete walls surround the group. They've normalized the sewage's scent, living on government-given land. I watch her from her living room, remembering nostalgic emblems. I've seen them a few times in my life. The furniture, the pictured frames, the last I'll know of her love. His presence lingers in the air. With age comes her yearning for routine, or her loss of hope. Perhaps it's her contentment with the present, how my grandmother's wrinkled hands wrap around me, gently. It's never odd or even. It's never odd or even how my grandmother's wrinkled hands wrap around me, gently. Perhaps it's her contentment with the present, or her loss of hope. With age comes her yearning for routine. His presence lingers in the air, the last I'll know of her love. The furniture, the pictured frames. I've seen them a few times in my life. Remembering nostalgic emblems, I watch her from her living room. Living on government-given land, they've normalized the sewage's scent. Unfinished concrete walls surround the group, while another dusts off cigarette ash. One sips on a liquor from a plastic cup, sitting on stools that barely stand. For her ex-match, before dealing a new set of playing cards, she collects the money she had won, whilst her friends throw hands. What a quiet spectator she is. As she fills the air with her relieving sigh, dewdrops lace her downturned eyes, while rays of light accentuate skin folds. How a smile creases her skin. It's never odd or even.
Bishan apartment, 3 a.m. What a noisy routine. Strange knocking from behind the fridge, the lone battle cry of a lizard, the cricket preaching to empty pews. Shadows form within shadows, blending, then coagulating. A void forms in the living room. What does it hold? There is a dark spot on the floor. There is a growing dark spot on the floor. It slides silently away to tend to its own business under the piano. The daylight rejects, rarely seen, often heard. Moonlight illuminates, wind serenades, the waltz of the lime plants rages on. Spiders whisper the secret to building a beautiful home within the soil. Be still. Only such a visitor is allowed to watch the residents, appreciate their wisdom. Pill bottles organized, biscuits cleared, curtains neatly folded for tomorrow. Many dark hands moving together in a hushed commotion, separate organs. Enter their world when you are ready.